It's dark outside. I'm sorry. We can't control daylight, but we downtown. You know how we do. You know how we do. We got the Bucket Boys making music. And I'm actually looking to get my friend a gift for his birthday, and I don't know what to get him. It's bothering me. This is not going to be a long stream, but I want to make a point. So I put out a short earlier about the King of England speaking Arabic and how I find that to be very problematic. Now, we have people who find the fact that I find that to be an issue. I was told that Jesus was Middle Eastern and brown, and I was told that he's from the Middle East and that Jesus does not speak English, and he didn't speak that. Well, no stuff. What the hell does that have to do with anything I'm saying? And then, of course, my race gets brought into this. As a black man, you should. What does my race have to do with anything? This is not about my race. This is not about what language Jesus spoke. It's not about any of that. It's not about what race Jesus was right now. We all know Jesus was Middle Eastern. We know that he was brown. We know he did not speak English, but it's not about that. What this is about is Islam. Islam has highly invaded multiple countries and is very much rapidly growing. This in itself is becoming a concern. It's not about race. It's not about race. It's not about my race. It's not about Jesus' race or what language he spoke. This is about Christianity dying. People took the clip and interpreted it as, you think Jesus speaks English? It's like this, no. Maybe I didn't share enough context in the clip, but I don't care about what language Jesus spoke. It's not about that. I think people jump to conclusions. Right now, we are in a situation where Christianity, they're trying to wipe out Christianity. So take my race, you as a black man, I don't want to hear that. This is not about that. This is about people who are in a country that are spreading a religion that is a false religion to a people, and this is not good. Why is this not good? Because these people are going to go to hell. The gospel of Jesus Christ is not being shown. It's not being told. It's being suppressed. It's being slowly taken away from certain countries. And the United Kingdom is one of the foremost countries this is happening to. This is a serious matter. It's happening in America. But you might say, well, America still does have Christianity. No, America has false Christianity. The Christianity here is not real Christianity. This is some, I don't know what the hell this stuff is here. That's not real. I'm talking about real relationship with Jesus Christ, actually changing, becoming more like him. That's actual Christianity. That's where I'm trying to push everywhere. America, the UK, I'm trying to push us to having a real relationship with God. And I'm trying to make us look at ourselves, because we can't stop what's happening if we don't, one, go to God, and two, if we don't fix our hearts. So that quote unquote invasion is going to continue to happen, because the people of the United Kingdom, the people of America, and of all different parts of the world, not just Europe or America, there are places in Africa. Nigeria. There's places in Asia. These things are happening. This is called Christian persecution. It's in the Bible. So don't confuse this as, oh, well, Jesus didn't speak English. You was a black man, you know that. He was brown. It has nothing to do with any of this. You guys are missing the point. You look at one clip and you just make your basis off of me and my message off of one clip. This is about an invasion in the taking away from one religion and trying to erase another. In the Islamic faith, did you know it is a part of their religion to kill Christians? It is a literal thing that is a part of their religion. They are literally killing Christians in Nigeria currently right now. That is a normal thing that's being told to them. I am up here to preach that, one, you don't have to live like that. You don't have to be a Muslim and you don't have to do any of those things. You can give your life to Christ right now. That's what I preach. So that clip earlier, don't take this the wrong way as if I believe Jesus spoke English and he's not brown and none of this has anything to do with that. You're missing the point. You're missing the point. What have I been talking about? And I think some of these people don't watch me. Because if you watch me, you know what I'm talking about. If you watch me, you see me up here almost daily talking about how we got to show love. You hear me up here daily talking about how are we going to convert Muslims to Christianity? How are we going to show them love? How are we going to make them feel like they're not wanted or they just need to be mass immigrated or killed? How do we show them the love of Christ? Because that's what wins hearts. That's what changes. This perfect love casts out fear. The fact that the King of England is speaking Arabic has nothing to do with the fact that he's speaking Arabic that's necessarily bad. Arabic is not a demonized language. That's not the problem. The problem is this was Muslims that are invading with their religion, and they're going all the way up to the kingdomship. The king, and the king is doing this. Now, maybe it's not that serious, but I would say you should look at that. That is something to be observed. I honestly think so. I don't know if he's trying to just be nice to them. I don't know, but I do know that Muslims have gone up in the UK and here in America, because I'm seeing it here. I am seeing it in large numbers. I want Christians. I want actual Christians to truly rededicate their life to Christ and really do this thing. I want Muslims to set that aside and give their life to Jesus Christ. That's what the goal is. So the clip earlier, it's not about Jesus didn't speak English, he's brown, and you as a black man, blah, 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 core seller. It's not about that. You're missing the point. This is about people getting to know Jesus Christ. It's stopping the spread of Islam. Can you imagine a world where Islam rules the United States, in Europe, in Asia? Do you know how different our world would look? And do you know how many people are going to hell on top of that? Do you know? You all don't think this is serious. God thinks this is serious. You might not care, but God does care. How do I know he cares? Let me tell you something. This whole Islam thing, I wasn't thinking about this even a few months ago. Not even 3-4 months ago. I even redeemed UK. I took it originally away because I didn't even want to talk about any of this stuff. Did you know it was God that made me come back and redirect me to say, no, I need you to speak about this. I was just doing my own thing. So I said, okay. And I brought back Redeem UK. Why? Because this is important to him. You think God wants to see his children just be misled? Somebody's got to say something. Trust me, if I was there, I'd be doing something. But I don't have the money to get there right now. So since I can't physically be there, I'm going to be doing this because I'm still talking to you. It may not be in person. So don't get it twisted. I don't hate Muslims. I don't hate Arabic. I don't hate any of that. Jesus Christ himself was a Middle Eastern Jewish man. It wouldn't make any sense for me to hate any of this. The point is, the people that are Saudi Arabians, Arabs, created the Islamic faith. They created it. It is from Islam, Mecca, right? So that faith, its main religion is Arabic, correct? So if their main religion is Arabic, in fact, a lot of their prayers are in Arabic. So Arabic, the language is not the problem. It's the people who have the ideology that is the issue that we're having here. Because they're putting something together that doesn't go. And a lot of people keep making videos, oh, is Islam compatible with the West? Well, obviously not. I keep seeing these videos. No. It's different culture. It's a different religion. They don't see things the same. It's just not the same. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't. Most people, are different. We're all different, but we're all God's creations. God doesn't want just division. God wants us, he's calling the UK. He's calling America. He's calling Canada. He's calling Ireland. He's calling Asia. He's calling Africa. He's calling Australia. Wake up. That's all he's trying to tell you. If I'm the bad guy for that, then I'll be the bad guy. If I misrepresented myself in the short, I misrepresented myself in the short. Whatever. But God wants, man, I got a cramp holding all that stuff. That coat, I got a heavy coat. This coat feels like it weighs about 6 pounds. I got a cramp in my arm. Don't misconstrue the message. Or maybe that's the devil trying to misconstrue my message. The message is not hatred. The message is love. Find Jesus. He's knocking on the door. Will you answer? Will you answer his call? Because the devil is going to continue to push out Islam. He's going to continue to push out Islam. And and as you see, it's rapid. And it's gonna snowball and keep growing. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna fight the good fight of faith and keep going with Jesus? Or are you an atheist and you don't believe in religion? Are you going to give your life to Jesus Christ for the first time? Or are you going to go the other way? And it says in the Bible that, what does it say? It says, the gateway to heaven is narrow, but the gateway to hell is wide. Only few find that narrow way to heaven. Only few find that. That's not good. That means a lot of people are going to hell. The devil wants to take as many people to hell as possible. He will use another religion. He will use entertainment. He will use music. He will use your own thoughts. He will use anything, politics, to distract you from God, from Jesus, and send you to hell. It is my responsibility and my duty, and your responsibility and your duty, to share the gospel. In this course that people say, or that person said, this isn't a paid course. I'm not making any money. This is a step-by-step how to cultivate a relationship with Jesus, because most people don't know. Even Christians don't know how. They don't know how. They don't know. And it's kind of not even fully their fault, honestly, because a lot of churches have done a poor job of showing, if I'm being honest with you. We haven't done, the church hasn't done the best job in that area. But I pray that you find a church that does do a good job in that area. But that's why there's other YouTube channels and there's channels like me, so we can help you with that. That's the point of this. If we don't do something, I don't believe God will completely God is in control. So God is not going to allow Christianity to be completely snuffed out. Absolutely not. But it's getting dark. It's getting darker, and it's our responsibility to do something. I got to think about when I'm going to start this series. Maybe next week, maybe the week after next. But we're going to have a series, and I expect everyone to be there. UK, Ireland, Canada, Australia, and the whole world, here in America, I expect you all to be there. This is very important. Very important. All right, I expect to see you there. I got a cramp in my arm for talking. That coat weighs a hot 6 pounds. Literally the heaviest coat I have ever owned. All right, I think I'm about to get out of here. This didn't need to be long. I just needed to make my point. Now, people are still going to comment on it, and they're going to say all types of stupid stuff because they're taking what I'm saying out of context. Maybe I didn't do a good enough job of explaining myself. Maybe people are just being a-holes. I don't know. But I'm out of here. So this was your boy Roberto, and I'll be back again with another Redeem Live episode. And until next time,